All right, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we are now live after what you heard from Ace Reed. We are back here waiting for a major surprise here that is supposed to take the backyard, the underground wrestling circuit here by storm. And I'm very hyped about it. I want to say hello to my buddy, Mr. DG Colt. How you doing out there? And if you are out there on Sportswire Radio, you want to join the conversation, it is an open mic. We won't be here very long, probably about 45 minutes or so. We are promised a major announcement. We are promised somebody major in the backyard in the underground wrestling circuit. So if you're welcomed here on Sportswire Radio, you'll certainly want to stick around for this. And hello there, Mr. Ace Reed, who I just saw on Sportswire Radio. And obviously, Ace Reed, give him a huge shout out because Ace Reed now wants to travel to the United States of America and wrestle after being in Australia. He's decided, well, he's conquered Australia. Now he wants to conquer everywhere else, including the United States of America. Want to say hello to Mr. Joseph Tibbs. I'm very excited for Mr. Tibbs. We have Revenge Rumble. That's going to take place today now, New York time. It's going to take place. Go to Twitch, Resurrection Wrestling's page. So really excited about this year. I promise that this is going to be one you're going to want to stay up for. And I want to thank everybody for their support of Sportswire Radio. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally where all wrestling matters. And it'll certainly be one that it'll definitely matter. And I promise this will be one that'll change the game. So what's on people's minds while we wait here? And do I show up again? No, this one, ADT, I would say this one's going to be like, I mean, if what I think it is, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big surprise. It's probably going to shake the foundations of the backyard and the underground wrestling circuit. So I'm excited about that. But I will say, if you are out there in Resurrection Wrestling, if you are out there in YBW like Aaron Blaze, we are actually going to have Ace Reed travel. Ace Reed is traveling from Australia to the United States of America. So if you're out there, you have a promotion, you might want to check out young Ace Reed because Ace Reed now, he's conquered the Australian backyard and underground wrestling circuit. Now he wants to try his skills in the United States of America. So that's one thing that we spoke about, but we're waiting here for a major announcement, major surprise. That should be here within the next 5 or 10 minutes. Yes, Aaron Blaze, Ace Reed has decided that he wants to travel. He has now saved up enough money. He has the resources, and he now wants to come to the United States of America and test his skills. And as a matter of fact, he wants to wrestle those who he's interviewed, like the likes such as Aaron Blaze, Jack Delta, CJ Black, Jason Storm. Who knows who else? So that is definitely, everyone's going to talk about that. That clip's going to be up on Instagram within the next hour. But we're waiting for a major guest here who should be here in a matter of minutes. We're just waiting. We're obviously biding our time anxiously. So until then, if you haven't yet, go hit the sub button for us on Sportswire Radio. If you'd like to obviously support us, please tell your friends. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs on YouTube. I'm almost there. But if you're also out there and check my DMs. And definitely, yes, Ace Reed, I told you this would be the floodgates have opened. James Taylor is back. James Taylor, is it good morning? Is it good evening? Trinity Parker. Trinity, how have you been? We got to get you back on this platform, but I'm very excited because we're supposed to have a major thing here to come on to Sportswire Radio. I mean, I don't know if it'll top with what Ace Reed did, but in the meantime, what's on everybody's minds? What's going on with you? I mean, I've had an interesting evening before I came here. It looked like I was going to be accosted by two guys and wasn't be. This better not be a Dixie Carter or Tony Khan type of guy. No, I don't think so. DG, I think you'll like this one. I think you'll definitely like this one. What's about to happen? Well, that's a big thing, guys. We're kind of waiting for this here. We're waiting, hopefully, that this person in question is really about to deliver. If it doesn't happen, I guess you can basically, well, hang me. It's all my fault. But I see now all the people are tuning in here. The woodworks have definitely come out and come to fruition here. But we're waiting. I mean, it's really a matter of this individual and how soon and whatever else. But yes, we're waiting. And I don't have much of a voice. So hopefully they come here within the next matter of minutes. But in the meantime, while we wait, I figure I'll warm the crowd up. What's on everybody's minds tonight? What are you doing? Also, if someone else is taking over Sportswire, I mean, well, actually, would you want someone to take over Sportswire? Would you want that? Does anybody out there want somebody to take over Sportswire? Would you like James Taylor to take it over? Would you like, I don't know, Aaron Blaze to take it over? Ace Reed to take it over? Would you like, I don't know. Would you want Fletch to take it over? Would you want, I don't know, who else? I mean, is Jack Delta available? I mean, would Omen Black really want to take over Sportswire? And I mean, Mr. Hardcore, how about Copper Dragon? I mean, is anybody that you think should take over for me? I mean, maybe Silverwolf. Would you guys want Silverwolf to take over Sportswire? Because maybe Silverwolf and Craven Rage, they could be, the new, Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon. Maybe they could be the new, I don't know, Kevin Eubanks and Jay Leno. Maybe they could be the new Colin Jost and the other guy on Saturday Night Live. I don't know, but maybe that's the way it's supposed to go here. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, so maybe that's the say. But no, El Drago's in the house. But I mean, if there is anybody out there, if you want somebody else to take over, let me know, because maybe it's time to retire, because Ace Reed said he's retiring for podcasting. He wants to go. Let's get to comments here. C Money, hell of a match, by the way. C Money, great match. And C Money has been red hot right now. ROEW is definitely the place to be, but only one true voice. Is there? I don't know. I don't know about that. Would Trinity Parker want to take over Sportswire? Would I do a Beyond the Kayfabe? Well, do you want to do an interview from Kayfabe? I mean, what is Kayfabe? Can anybody tell me what Kayfabe is? Because I don't know what it is. What is Kayfabe? Is that like a costume? Is that like anything that maybe you might want to put on, like dressing for a salad? What is kayfabe? So what are these? I know nothing about wrestling. I'm just basically an AI version. Maybe there'll be an AI version of me. Who knows? I mean, just obviously, if you're out there, I promise it's supposed to be big. So we're just waiting here in a matter of minutes. Hardcore said he would stop watching. Mr. Hardcore would probably want to go back into the ring and basically like hardcore execute me if that was the case. But who knows? I mean, I don't know what it is, but I mean, I guess, what else is on your mind? I mean, did anybody see Deadpool yet? Did anybody see the new Twister movie? Anybody else want to talk about? Because we're waiting for this individual here. I'm going to have to probably, I imagine, buy some time here. Hopefully I don't have to buy too much time here, because I don't know how much time I can buy, but I might be able to buy time figuratively and literally, but we are waiting here. But also here, well, Aaron Blaze says, well, we represent the movement, help sports. However, Tom is the voice, has helped us much in comparison. Nobody else should be the host. Well, I don't know. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, you can always take it back. You can always say something else here. Deadpool was great. Was it worth it? Also, Yoshi Matsuda, I'm not going to do the next interview. So when are you coming back again? And by the way, Mr. Matsuda, congratulations on winning the 16 times as a world champion. Congratulations on the match with Ace Reed. I'm sure you heard, Matsuda, about the news about Ace Reed now wanting to travel to the land of opportunities. And today, but I just was too lazy. Well, I was actually getting ready for Ace Reed to come on Sportswire. I didn't have enough time to kind of prepare. But yes, I have heard very good things about Deadpool. And Deadpool was really good. I do want to see that. But also here, let's see what else. Some more comments here. Yes, definitely. I hope to have you on, Mr. Matsuda. Congratulations. Also like the new logo, DG Colt. I do appreciate that. I'm looking forward to that. When we get to some other comments here, Joseph Tibbs, I don't know about the a goat. Maybe I could get some goat cheese or something like that. No, I'm only kidding. But we're certainly waiting here for this individual. It should be any minute in a matter of minutes. So let me actually talk about a couple things here first. So if you're out there on sport, let me get to this comment. Thank you, Trinity here. So kayfabe or keyfabe. What is keyfabe? I don't know what keyfabe is. I don't know what kayfabe is, but again, is the fact of convention or of presenting a stage performance as a genuine or authentic, Tom. That's the definition. Thank you for that. I very much appreciate that. So I really do appreciate what that was supposed to be, but I hope that we will get here this shortly. And also, Jacob Collins, I have to say, CJ Black, that was pretty clever. I mean, that was pretty clever that you went in there and did a number there, Jacob Collins. Maybe he should have just not stayed over. By the way, you didn't like the banana, right? The banana wasn't any good. Was the banana not the right snack here? And the Jeopardy music, I don't know if I can, for copyright reasons, play the Jeopardy music, but we can go do 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 do. But let's get to some more comments here. People want to talk to me. The announcement that Silverwolf has been training. Well, I don't know if that's quite, but would anybody in the audience want Silverwolf to take over Sportswire? Because I think Silverwolf and Craven Rage could be a really good 1-2 combo. That could definitely be a great team that I'm sure a lot of people that would want to see. Shouldn't CJ Black be arrested for breaking and entering? Well, that would be the Michigan. Wasn't that the Michigan penal code? Wouldn't that be up to the Michigan criminal justice system? I don't know about that, but let's certainly get to some more comments. I don't know enough about those laws, but also Kayfabe is a French word for Jacob Collins. Well, I think Jacob Collins is a lot of things, but he's probably in bed now, right? Um, those rules don't apply in Detroit. Well, if anybody followed years ago with the Detroit basically burning down and being the modern day version of the Bronx, that's definitely a fair point. Here. Who are we kidding? CJ loves bananas, including Cam's and Jason's. Well, that's a question you'd have to ask CJ on. But and I would be willing to expand on it maybe in private. I would say definitely talk to me in private because I promise that this what I'm supposed to be getting is supposed to be a big deal. We're supposed to have already had this already in the bag. So or just maybe this person is waiting just to I don't know what it is, but we'll see. You got that right, DG. How you doing, Darkron? Darkron, how you feeling? You ready for seat money or what? It's going to be a banger of a match. I'm doing great. Ace Reed from Australia now has decided he's traveling to America. So DKW, if you're interested in Ace Reed, I can definitely connect you to him. If you haven't yet been following him, BWDU Backyard Wrestling. That's not my announcement. And we love Ox McCoy. When is Ox McCoy coming back to Sportswire Radio? Maybe I'll come over to Michigan to sort it out. Boy, Ace Reed is obviously getting into that. If you let Silver Wolf take over, he will be Vince Russo circa WCW. So, like, if we have the death of Sportswire Radio, it could be the death, with where we point to that moment Silver Wolf's taking over. What's up, Bill Drago? I don't know if I have that much money to buy AEW. I mean, I would love. How much is WCE? Anybody know how much WCE is? I mean, maybe that'd be one company. Would you guys want me to buy WCE? And what do you think if I bought WCE? I don't even think WCE is for sale though, but I would consider buying WCE. Do you think that could save the company? I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to save it regardless. Silver Wolf is a joke. By the way, Jesse Daniels live July 30th, who's a big time star in Carnage Cup. Deathmatch expert. He's going to be able to also Tarzan Duran Monday, 5 o'clock Eastern time. The one and only Tarzan Duran. You will not want to miss that here. Also, Drago, and I am very much looking forward to that. I got C Money. Darkron isn't on that level. It isn't his time. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. I think if you were to leave, your replacement would have to be someone his level, someone who could ask the tough question and do the research. So that would be really Silver Wolf, right? Wouldn't that be the guy? But yes, Tarzan Duran is here. Tarzan Duran is Monday 5. That's not the announcement. I'm waiting for the person to actually physically come here and show his face to the world. We still don't have him. But yes, we have Tarzan Duran, 5 o'clock, the legendary Tarzan Duran. That's Monday. So Monday, 5 o'clock. Jesse Daniels, 10:30 p.m. Tuesday. I don't watch WC. Well, I wouldn't say you're missing much. Congrats. Yeah, Ace, I mean, congratulations on you, 16-time champion. Ace winning 3 championships, and we put the match on the screen, Mr. Matsuda, before I came on the air again, and I was very excited about that. And, well, it could be Joe Hendry. I don't know. I mean, would anybody want Joe Hendry on Sportswire? I mean, we were supposed to actually have some pretty big names coming onto Sportswire in the pro wrestling world. I can't say who those are. Is it someone that has wrestled for a big company? Actually, the person that's supposed to come here and make the surprise, yes, has actually wrestled in a big company. And they've promised to show themselves in a way that I think a lot of people would be really surprised. I'm waiting on that. Yes, technically correct. Statistically, if I keep saying his name, by the way, I watched Endgame again, ADT. Oh, my God. What a phenomenal show. If you haven't yet, please go to the Alliance Wrestling League. Go out and support them. I can't stress that enough. These guys put on a hell of a show. One of the best shows I've watched the entire year. Tom's got jokes about Silver Wolf Boys. Maybe you can do an open mic at the comedy at Showtime at the Apollo. I mean, if somebody wants to, I mean, Trinity better than anybody when it comes to stand-up comedy. Maybe that's my next line of career. The numbers don't lie, ADT. Austin G is not, I can tell you for certainty, Austin G is not coming back. Alexis is not coming back. We might need Alexa maybe for that, but Austin G, I don't think would want to come back to Sportswire. I'm sure he definitely heard some of the things. Plus, we had Osiris here. So ADT, looking for any challenger at the moment. Boy, Aaron Blaze willing to travel. I guess if Ace Reed's traveling from Australia to America, Aaron Blaze could go from PA to Alabama, or who knows, maybe ROEW and AWL will do it again. But obviously, if you're out there, hit the sub button for me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs. I'm waiting here for this individual that's supposed to be here. I'm going to give them a matter of minutes. I'm waiting for them, hopefully within the next 10 minutes, that we'll have this major surprise. Otherwise, I'm going to be really disappointed in this person because they promised me to come back. They kept telling me throughout the morning and the evening and the afternoon to come on here. So we'll wind up seeing. But obviously, let me see now if I got the right connection. Maybe this will work here. So let me see what we've got. Maybe this is waiting. We'll see. Maybe I got the wrong thing to send, but is Titan and Josh finally getting married? Well, DG, I think you could ask the guys in Resurrection that case, because aren't they going to be there on their show at Revenge Rumble? That'd be a good question for them to ask. Ox McCoy, do the numbers spell disaster? 0545 737. So, all right. So the good news is I've received word that our person should be here in about 20 minutes or so. So give us about 20 or so minutes. So while we're here, what's on your mind? It looks like we are going to get the person of interest in about 20 minutes. So give us about 20, 25 minutes or so. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Yeah, DG's got his certainly opinions, and he definitely tells it. That's what we love about DG. Piquing the interest, but I got this guy who keeps calling himself a professional. Yes, AJ Morgan, who's obviously trying to be a professional podcaster now. And we'll certainly see about that. And what? Does anybody want to do the James Taylor what for you? What? So we'll have to find out. And we'll certainly see what else is on people's minds. And I don't know. Talk to me. There's a 166 and 2/3 chance. I honestly, what's the odds of winning the lotto? Does anybody tell me what's the odds of winning the lotto nowadays? I guess we'll have to find out. AJ Morgan. That would be AJ Morgan, actually. But let me get to the announcement comment from DG. No, I think you'll like the announcement. No, I'm telling you, it's going to be a good announcement. I promise you it's going to be a good announcement. If anybody wants to pop on for a few minutes and talk with us, you're welcome to. I definitely would have no problem with that. Also, how dare they make us wait? Unfortunately, that's show business, right? You know, that's live. That's live. What the people say. Lottery winnings depend on states. Well, I've actually never played the lotto in my life, but then again, most people know I've never had to play the lotto. I mean, you know, I've never had to play the lotto, but good evening, fellows. Why are you in an apathetic mood? What is it? The state of the world? Is it the state of wrestling? Is there a reason why? Yes, it is an injustice. Trust me, because I would have liked to have had us to be on here right now. Yeah, it's live. What can I tell you? But it's a Friday. Where else are you going? Listen, let's be honest. You're out there. You're probably in Central Time, Eastern Time. Where else are you gonna go? You're not watching the Olympics. You're probably already seen Deadpool. All time, well, technically, yes. Although I won today because I ran into two guys that basically were trying to go like this to me to 7-Eleven a month ago, and I saw him in the middle of the street while I was, basically crossing the street, and I gave him the 2 pigeon signs. So yeah, I won that way. Amen to that. Yeah, definitely amen to that. But you know why I'm winning? Because I'm with you right now, and I got a whole bunch of people live right now in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage. And if you're out there on Sportswire Radio, let me come out here and hit my sub button, because you know what? I want to get to 1,000 subs, and I want to put my links on the screen. So why don't I promote myself for a change? So let's do that here first of all, because we are here, and I know you can have a chance to tell your friends, tell everybody else. So if you're out there, let me put my button up on the screens. And let me come back to this. I want to say hello to my friends over in CSW, who have certainly been people I need to get on this platform. So you should definitely check them out. That's me right now. Yes, scary enough. That's me on YouTube. So go hit the sub button for me. Also, is it a BYW, an underground wrestler? Well, interesting, because you could say a lot of things about the person, but you could say a lot of things in what the person travels in terms of where they're coming from to where they're going. So that's a clue. It's definitely a name. It's definitely somebody that I think the pop will be bigger on Instagram than here, because on Instagram, I'm pretty big on Instagram, but that would definitely be my advice on that. CSW, let me put up CSW's link. Let's see. Yes. Hit up CSW. You don't live far from them, by the way. Definitely, you don't live far from them at all. So definitely go out and hit them up. If you've messaged me on Facebook right now, I can't get to you just yet because I'm waiting for my guest to come on. So definitely DM me more on Instagram, because I can't see my Facebook right now, because usually I might have a guest on that I could kind of multitask, but I'm actually not able to do that. But I know my friends Abraham Storm is over there. No, not James Fury. If you think James Fury is a guy that I'd like to get on Sportswire, but yes, actually, I will have something to come. That's not the first announcement, but I do have something I'm going to put up on the screen here. So let me come back to that. I do have a minor surprise, but that's not the first surprise. But the other surprise. But I'll get somebody on here. Okay, so we're going to get somebody on here. Are they lost? No, it's just taking them longer to get here. So why do I feel like it's KH from? No, it's not KH from KBW. Okay, so you know what? Let me come back. I'm going to now get to one announcement first. So let me come back to that. I want to come on here and say hello to this person, but it's not the surprise. I do want to tell you the surprise is on the way here, about 20 minutes from the surprise. Also, they have DSL. Does anybody still have DSL? Does anybody still use that? They're not lost. They're actually on the way here. I promise you, it's going to be worth it. What else do I have here? Yes, thank you, ADT. I really support AWL. I'm very happy about AWL and all the success. Hillbilly Tilly has been a huge friend. But let me get to my friends over in CSW because they've been so kind to support me on Sportswire. And I want to put their YouTube page up so we can get more subs for them. And we can do that here, right here, actually. As a matter of fact, that's their YouTube page, Charlotte Showdown Wrestling. Let's get them here, get them going. Let's get them some more subs. So I'll like to support friends. So if you have some links, you have some stuff you want to drop in, let me know. Hit me up. And Web TV. What is Web TV, actually? No one is going to guess. Well, guess. I'd love to know. But as a cable technician by day, it's absolutely still a thing. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. I have somebody that wants to say, but that's not my announcement. I actually didn't change shirts, James. Sorry about that. I appreciate that. But I have Trinity. Trinity, what's going on? I'm going to let you speak for about 10 minutes because I have to get you off when I have the guest. But what's going on here? Why is your name not Trinity?
Well, I just decided until I go back to XCW
Are
whenever
you
that
going
is.
back to XCW? And
I
what?
can't. I can't at the moment because
A
I
lot
gotta.
of people have a lot of opinions on XCW. I'm actually trying to turn the other cheek on that, but I hope you're
Oh,
feeling well out there.
oh no. It's nothing bad. It's nothing
Okay,
bad.
good,
I
good.
had personal stuff happen. I still watch the shows. I still support the boys. They have a new ring announcer. His name's
Yes,
Trey.
Trey Mysticality, who's been here on Sportswire, correct?
So hopefully he does well. I know some of the guys miss me. Justin misses me. Blackheart
Yes.
misses me. So there's no ill will towards them.
Okay.
So
Are you
that's
missing wrestling right now?
um a little bit. I mean, there's some aspects I don't miss about it, but
Hmm.
I do kind of miss some of the camaraderie. But I mean, I can talk to Parsley whenever because he and I have common interests, and I
Well,
do
he's
talk
here on
to.
Sportswire every other day, so I'm sure you catch him here anyway.
Um, and of course I talked to his fiance, so it's like, I'm
Yes.
still in contact with them.
Good. Good.
I talk to Blackheart almost every single day because I also participate in his
Karaoke.
game show.
Yes.
And from time to time, I do talk to the guys, but I like some things have changed. Like I lost my original Facebook. I got hacked out of it and I can't get back in. So I had to make a new Facebook. So that pisses me off. Um,
Sorry to hear that.
it is what it is. That just means there's some people I talk to and some people that I don't. But no, what I wanted to mention, and I'm
Sure.
trying to be quick about it because I want to get off here so your guest has ample time.
And
Or
I
give
have a
other.
surprise also. I have actually now that I've got a few surprises because we're still going to get the surprise, but now I have another surprise from Ox McCoy. So now all of a sudden people want to give surprises. So that'll be in a few minutes, and then I still have the major surprise coming in about now 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. But what do you want to drop for the audience?
I want to host a podcast. There's just one problem. I don't know
You
what the
want to
fuck
take
to
over?
do.
Well, if you listen, all right, I got this here. So I got this here. So I'm sure you've been hearing the last few weeks, the last few months about the sentiment that certainly on Sportswire, maybe it's time for me to retire. Maybe it's time for me to, take a step back. We've been thinking about different people to take over Silverwolf. Maybe it's Craven Rage. Maybe it's, I don't know, guys like Jack Delta. Maybe it's Ace Reed's going to come out of retirement from his own podcast. Maybe James Taylor is going to do it. Maybe Omen Black is really going to take over the show. I mean, maybe, Gabe Sayers and, all these other people that have decided that they're going to go into this world. Maybe it's time for you to, maybe this is the announcement that you've decided that you would like to take over my shoes. You've been a former wrestler. You've obviously been an accomplished as a ring announcer. You have a theater background. So if this is the moment that obviously the world has been waiting for before I get to the few announcements, I mean, I didn't expect quite to have my final show today, but if this is the
Yeah.
moment that you'd like to take over for me, by all means, I will certainly say it's been nice knowing the audience. I will do a send-off tomorrow or Sunday, and you're welcome to take over. So obviously, I can pass the baton to you. Time to retire now, right?
No, 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 no,
No?
nothing. No, it's let me let me kind of let me kind of just quickly expand on it.
Okay. Talk to me.
Outside of wrestling, I used to be a big comedy aficionado. I would go to the comedy clubs. I used to have a BlackBerry document just full, list after list after list. Hi
Mm-hmm.
Zilla. Um, and I miss that. And nowadays, it seems like the way that comedy has been going is in podcasting.
I mean, this platform every night we have a lot of comedy. We had Craven Rage told everybody he was a world champion without being a world champion. The match didn't air. There was a different champion, and he interjected himself. I mean, almost every other night on Sportswire, we have plenty of comedy. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, you get everything here on this platform. So I could certainly understand.
And the 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 thing about a comedy related podcast is like what would be the central theme of it, because it can't just be about comedy. Like, you look at yours, which there is some humor to it, but essentially it is a sports related show. And then you look at podcasts like Too Much Effing Perspective, which has
Yes.
comedians, actors, and musicians, and it's all centered around the theme of, your career having Spinal Tap moments, like the
Oh, I
band
have
that.
them every night on this platform. I can promise you there's, tonight's one of them because I'm waiting. My guest is 27 minutes late. So, I mean, it was supposed to be my big surprise. So, yeah, that's, I'm having that moment right now. But luckily, I'm quick on my feet because if this is my final show or I am being announced to be exit stage left, and maybe there will be a good guy gossip, but I think there's nobody that can go out on top of me because we see it in sports all the time. Guys can't go out on top. Michael Jordan had it and basically decided he wasn't going to go out on top. Tom Brady didn't quite go out on top. He should have. I mean, Peyton Manning did, but I don't think people really remembered how well he played or how well he didn't play. It was the Denver Broncos defense. So, yeah, I mean, maybe John Elway did it if you're a football fan, but most people don't really go out on top. So, but yeah, I mean, I got you.
But I want to connect with like comedians I've known in the past, c comics that I've met that maybe I'm not friends with, and talk to comics who I've never met and just shoot the shit.
Oh,
Or
well, that's
and there are some podcasts that are like that, but every one of them just feels different. Like, I'm I'm trying to find my place. And I guess you could say I'm kind of having a midlife crisis because I'm almost 40,
oh
I
well. I don't ask people's age, but I'm sorry to hear that.
but I feel myself kind of being pulled back into wrestling. And the best example I could give, uh, which, quick question, do you know who Tim Heidecker is?
Yes, I've heard the name. Tell us why he's important.
He has this long running podcast called Office Hours Live.
Hmm.
It's a live show. It's actually, it started kind of like almost from nothing on Facebook Live, and it's turned into like a really big production. It's got Patreon sponsors, it's got professional guests like Fred Armisen, John C. Riley, it had Ryan
Hmm.
Phillippe on, it had political people,
Hmm.
people who worked with TMZ,
Now,
like
now,
full
where are
blown.
you starting the? Only because I have an interest of time. Where are you starting the podcast?
That's the thing. I don't fucking know where to go
Well, I'm
from
going
there.
to give you an olive branch because you're in the right place. No, I mean, if you want to take over sports, only because I have something else I have to get to. I got a few more minutes with you because I do have to get to it because I actually have something I have to present on the screen before I get to my guest. We do actually have something below. It's an internet radio station, which is sportswireradio.org. And I actually play on the World Wide Web podcast out there from all different backgrounds, all walks of life. Once upon a time when Fletch and ACT had a podcast that nobody listened to really other than on Sportswire, you would actually get a chance to hear that here on the World Wide Web. And if you do a podcast, all I need is the MP3 or the MP4 from it. That goes for anybody else that wants to do a podcast and they want to go out there. It's free of charge. I pay all the fees for it. I put the thing together. I maintain it. We stream these shows here live in case for whatever reason you don't want to see my mutton chop, which a lot of people don't. So if you'd obviously like to have a podcast and you're looking for a place to air it, I can air it live on the internet radio link below. And if it's something you're really serious about, we can definitely have a conversation off the air about it.
I will give it some thought because I don't want to say yes, but I
Okay.
don't want to say no.
Is there anything else that you want to share? Because I do have to get to a couple of things because I got to prepare for my surprise coming up because I have one surprise before that. So I'm sure I'll have more surprises enough to buy time. But I definitely support the podcast, whatever it might be. We do have an internet radio station. So if you want to, have a chance to play it, I can certainly promote it. I have the PWF Instagram page, PWF_network. I have my Facebook. I have my YouTube, my X. I have 3,400 followers on X. I have a lot of places. Instagram, I'm at 1,600 on my personal page. So if there's a lot of places you want to go and support it through, I can give you the support and promote it through there. So is there anything else that you want to share? Because I do got to only I would love to talk about the podcast more, but I anything else you want to share?
I'm just gonna get back into the YouTube chat and just kind of get off here and just,
Anything
you know,
wrestling wise you're missing real quick? Anything wrestling that you want to say? You did a great job out there ring announcing wrestling, but you missed the wrestling stuff.
I I'm willing to share this and that when Blackheart had updated me on everything that had been going on in XCW with the new ring announcer, I did kind of have a moment of asking him, "Am I a failure?" And he said, "Far from it." And he explained to me that you were a ring announcer, you managed a wrestler, you you were an editor when we needed a backup editor, and a content creator, and from time to time, if the need called for it, a wrestler.
Yep.
So
No, you definitely aren't a failure. You're the first woman to be inducted into the Sportswire Radio Hall of Fame. You will always have a spot here. You will always have my support. I appreciate you. I appreciate all that you do. And you're not a failure because you're here in prime time, the brightest lights, the biggest stage, and 20 plus people are here live on YouTube. So definitely not a failure. There's more people watching this live than usual XCW shows. So I can tell you that this is the power of the platform, not just flexing my muscles. I'm just basically speaking the truth, straight facts. I love all you've done. I love all the guys in XCW. I definitely want to see you soon. I want to see you back on the platform. If you want to do the podcast, we can certainly have a conversation maybe over the weekend. We can definitely talk about that more in direct about what I offer to the table. And anything else you want to say to everybody out there? Anything you want to say?
to any of the underground wrestlers that I've met, whether if it's through the chat or uh, in person, like Aaron Blaze. I know I haven't met some of the Anthony Steele, but that's another topic I don't want to talk about.
We're not going to talk
Um,
about Anthony Steele at the moment. I'm going to tell you right now. We're not going to because I got
yeah,
to get to my guest.
but thank you, everyone, and I'll be around every now and again. And if you want to
Good.
find me on Instagram, just look up D_Fort
I'll
underscore
put it
Adam.
up on the screen as you're getting ready to go because I do have to put something else up on the screen. As if I don't, I will literally have, as somebody said, my nuts hung if I don't do it. So I will actually put this up here on the screen because I'm that much of a nice guy. And also, Yoshi Matsuda has already said to me, I want to come back, and you can definitely come back on Sportswire. And there you go. Great stuff here. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm used to calling you Trinity, but I'll call you Ashley D. But let's have a chat. Definitely, I'm around throughout the weekend. So if you want to talk about the podcast more in detail, I can tell you what I offer on the internet radio, which is actually a part of Sportswire Radio, and what I offer there and support. Because I'm always looking for new podcasts, and I do that free of charge to give mom and pop podcasters an opportunity to be heard around the world. Because after all, I mean, nobody wants to hear me. So why not just give other people another chance? But thank you, Ashley. I'm going to get used to calling you Ashley for now. And I definitely want to see you soon, and keep up the good work, and give me a buzz, and we'll talk about the podcast over the weekend.
Of course. I'm heading back to YouTube, so thank you.
Thank you. That was Ashley DM. Before I get to my announcement, thank you, Ashley. Thank you for your support. You can follow her on Instagram. I'll read off your comments. Then I do actually have one minor announcement. We'll get to the big announcement here. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you love my chops. They are called mutton chops, not like pork chops. Some people might want to chuck me off like that. No porn stash here. No, I've actually never really had a mustache. I know some people, I mean, maybe there's some ladies that might want me to have an OnlyFans, but don't need an OnlyFans. The only thing I might need is some actual people to come on here and actually put the fans on the background of my room. Yeah, I think retirement would be good, actually. I mean, if you want me to retire, if the audience wants me to retire, I could do it. Yeah, I mean, maybe my greatest moment was the WCE show with Craven Rage. Can't top that. Good guy gossip. Maybe, CJ, I mean, after all, I mean, you're a 7-star superstar. You're the guy that's in the Hall of Fame. You're the guy that puts on match after match. You're the guy that obviously, needs the hotel paid, the limo paid, and, the flight paid. And maybe just to save all that stuff, I can have you here, and you can, basically take over the reins. Good guy gossip live from Sportswire Studios. You never know. Darkron basically said hello there. Yes. And Zilla repeats the usual chat. Let's see. I'm not disconnecting my internet. But if you want me to disconnect, I could. I don't know about the Manscaped, the chat button. About the rest, they were a family station, and yes, people are laughing about that. But hey, it's all good. Poke fun at me. I don't mind, because before I get to my first thing, when I get to 1,000 subs, I want all you guys poking fun at me now, roasting me, to when I get to 1,000 subs, when we have that show, I want all of you people to roast me, because you're going to be here on this platform throughout the evening roasting me like Tom Brady on Netflix. But make sure Nikki Glazer is here also. But that's a different conversation for a different time. Looking like a pinstripe head to toe. I don't know the reference. What did he say? That's the witching hour now. Yes, the mutton chops. Yes, the funniness. Imagine a world where Tom has the meanest porn stash. Look at Burt Reynolds and Tom Selleck. Yeah, I'm not a Burt Reynolds, Tom Selleck guy. Tom Selleck is still going, which is fascinating to me. I think Soldier's got the braids. I don't think I'm going to go the Soldier route. Boy, bring this stuff when I get to 1,000 subs. When I get to 1,000 subs, all you guys like DG, Ox, CJ, ADT, Il Drago, all you guys better be roasting me then. Obviously, Abe. Well, my nuts might hang if I don't put this thing up shortly. This is a family show. We are a family show, but Jacob Collins is family. I can't speak. Yeah, the chat's public because we're supposed to be waiting for this thing to come on, and I do have something else. It's all fun and games till I smack you in the face. Welcome to the jungle. Yes, you were great, Ashley. Thank you so much. And okay, well, let me get to my first minor announcement, because it actually does involve Sportswire Radio, but still waiting for the big announcement. So let me pull this up on the screen. And thank you very much, first of all, to my very good friend, who's always bound in blood, reigns in blood, Mr. Ox McCoy, because it looks like apparently here at Summer Bash 2, we're going to have the All Wrestling Matters Ultraviolet Cup. And it's going to be hosted in the Palo Community Center for our friends over at the IMF. Summer Bash next year, Summer Bash 3. And I can't wait for those details. If you thought the follow-up to Summer Bash last year was big this year, wait until you see what happens. Summer Bash 3 next year, 2025, takes place 1st July weekend, and it's going to be the All Wrestling Matters Ultraviolet Cup. Thank you so much, Ox McCoy, for allowing me to share that here with the audience. I know some people might want to see me in the Ultraviolet Cup, so maybe they could hang me. Maybe they could put me in barbed wire. Maybe they could put me in tables. Who knows what else? But congratulations to the Mr. Ox McCoy for allowing me to share this, him to be a part of it. But yes, Summer Bash 3, the first show. But that's not the surprise. It's coming. It's coming soon. But also here, yes, you might want to definitely see the Ultraviolent Cup. More details for that ahead. Summer Bash next year, Summer Bash 3, Ultraviolent Cup hosted at the Palo Community Center. I'm looking forward to seeing what Ox McCoy and the boys. I'm sure Omen's going to be a part of it. Matthew Forsaken. I'm sure some other people. Stay tuned. And maybe Aaron Blaze could be there. Who the heck knows? And did Ace Reed say he could be coming to Summer Bash? You know what? Somebody out there can make that happen. It's a sponsored tournament. Well, you just saw my name, my logo. So it's basically my name, my logo. But yeah, all wrestling matters. I'm sure I'm going to have something to do with that. You can better believe it. That's if I haven't been retired or shot. But a sponsored tournament. Are you wanting to compete, Ashley? Like on the hot seat, first 10 minutes is not tough. But yeah, I think when we get to 1,000 subs, I just want people to come here. I don't care who you are. Just come on down, roast me, say what you want, waterboard me. Who knows? I mean, when I get to 1,000 subs, shouldn't that be enough of an inspiration to get me to 1,000 subs? Who knows? Got me staying up to see MJ from. No, it's not MJ. I can promise you, and it's not Michael Jordan either. Blaze versus Reed could be at Summer Bash, could be anywhere. Who knows? Ron Franklin. Ron, what's good? I'm waiting for a major guest here. So waiting now for like 40 minutes, and they should be here in the next 10 minutes. I've received word. So 10 more minutes. Hang on tight, and boy, could be who knows. Matsuda could be at Summer Bash. I mean, why not? I mean, anybody's out there, you want to message me, you want to get connected to Summer Bash, all you have to do is message me, and I'll connect you to the right authorities. I mean, I'm at Sportswire Radio on Facebook, the Sports Report 2021. I'm on TikTok at Sportswire Radio, Facebook at Tom Bryce, and, who knows? I mean, we'll have to see. Might be a wild Samoan running around Summer Bash 3. Oos, I'm looking forward to that. We had a deal, 1,000. I know the tattoo is NEW, but we can certainly have you come on and roast me, but we can certainly figure that out for sure. You can roast me, you can bound me in blood, rain me in blood. I will lightly roast you, but it'll be tastefully wrong in all the right ways. Well, let me to 1,000 subs and we can talk about it. No, it's not quite grim. It's not quite grim, but I will tell you it'll be a good one. Tarzan Duran is here Monday at 5 o'clock. I announced that already. Tarzan Duran is here 5 o'clock Monday, so that's different. But definitely be there for Tarzan Duran, 5 o'clock Monday. That'll be a really good one. That's going to be one I'm looking forward to here. Yes, Tarzan Duran is Monday, but that's not the announcement. We're just waiting here any minute here. So let me come back to that, and we'll certainly see. I got a bunch of more comments. I want to also here come back on Sportswire Radio, and I'm going to take this off the screen, and I'm going to move this off the screen, and we're going to see here. We should get him to 10K. No, there's no shaving the beard. There's no shaving the beard because that's my look. This is what's gotten me this far. So there's almost no chance of that. What I will say is that if you want me to donate like $100 to a charity or something, if you want to get me to 10K subs, if you really have that much pull, I'll donate money to charity. I believe in something like that. You have a charity or something in the community you want me to support, I can definitely do that. Grim knows Sportswire, but I don't feel like that Grim would want to come on it because I don't think like Grim. I don't know. I don't think Grim would want to come on this platform. I think Grim. It would be a surreal moment. It would be more surreal than Ledger Shade, but I just don't get the feeling that Grim would want to come on to Sportswire. I don't know. That's what I think. But Ox McCoy thanks me. He enjoyed it. He looks forward to roasting me. Ox, I want to say this. I want you to do to me when I get to 1,000 subs, comment wise to what you sort of did to Crenson and Darkfire. How about that? That sound like a deal? Just verbally. Don't do it, and you might want to put me in blood and barbed wire and all that good stuff in between. But donate to the kids at St. Jude's. Yeah, I actually have done that before. I'm actually friends with a guy that played in the New York Mets organization. His father, was involved in that. Give me a good cause. You get me 10,000 subs, I'll donate $100, $200 to something. But let me get to 1,000 first. 10,000. Has TBW gotten to 10,000 yet? Yeah, that's a good one. You probably would collect the donation. What would you do? So what would you do with the donation? If you would collect the donation, what would you do with it? I mean, that's what I would love to know. I mean, so, obviously I like to know what you'd want to do with it first. While I'm trying to connect a couple of things. So also here, yes, I see this here. Thank you for that. Thank you for the kind word, Zilla. I don't know. I mean, you would spend it. What would you spend it on? What would you want to spend it on? I mean, that's a good question. Oh, deliver it. Deliver it. Well, would you spend it on, another key for Jacob Collins' house? Would you spend the money? Because right, it costs less than $100 to make a key. Demo Jacob Collins' home most likely. That's a nice house, by the way. Did anybody notice that Jacob Collins had a really nice house? I mean, he definitely. I'd want to live in his place, right? I mean, I'm sure his house is definitely got a nice little balcony, yard, everything else. And the good guy is his own charity. Well, that's why he's a good guy, right? I mean, that's why he's a good guy. You know, good guys supposed to have their own charities. But I don't know. I mean, we're waiting here. It should be a matter of minutes. Boy, this guest is really making me wait here. But they're lucky that I can speak. It would be now. Could you imagine if Silver Wolf was the guest? I mean, I love to know. But you're gonna have some balls, CJ, because it's clear you have them. I mean, I got in your face. You did nothing but text memes in your Insta story about me. Do you want to put the memes up on the screen? Does anybody want me to share the memes? But his tires checked out too. Must have been new. What kind of tires were they? Anybody know what the tires were? No one is talking about how he's still living with his parents. What is how old? Well, how old is Jacob Collins? Is he how old is he? Is he 20? If he's over 25, I would say that's a problem unless it's like, like a family thing or something. Like, how old is Jacob Collins? Am I allowed to ask for the guys that have worked at 45? No, Craven Rage is 46. Craven Rage is 46. I don't think Jacob Collins really looked for the guys that are in ROEW, AW. Does he really look 45? I would say, what's he got to be? 28, 27, 28? That what Jacob Collins? I mean, it's no serious question. How old is Jacob Collins? I'm not trying to throw shade at him on this. I would just be curious for the guys that have worked with him. I mean, I don't know his age, but where is Jacob Collins? Why wouldn't he be here? Wouldn't he want to? What if Jacob Collins was a surprise? Nah, that wouldn't be worth anybody's time to be here for that. Jesus Christ. Craven Rage is 46. Yes, he's 46. Yes. Is that the oldest BYW guy out there? Does anybody know what the oldest BYW is? Zilla guessed 29. I don't know. Jacob Collins 29 could be. Yes, he's 46. There's a few guys out there that are around that age. I mean, Gage Flair's got to be near 40, I think. I mean, he's got to be near 40. He's been around for a long time. Don't talk about the guy when his parents done made him go to bed. Does anybody actually still make their bed? I mean, I guess if you're married, it's a different thing. I mean, but like, I don't even remember if my parents ever told me to make my bed, even when I was a kid. I don't remember. Did anybody actually have that? Brain, 8 years. Looks like a 27-year-old night shift worker. The two Cravens could battle it out for the oldest. Well, Chris Craven's 41. Craven Rage is 46. So Craven Rage has got the edge. So, yeah, I guess you could. I hope the surprise is worth it. There are 6 flags over effing late. Yeah, they're like, honestly, like, to the point where, like, I'm wondering, like, how many more minutes do I have to wait here? This is really, like, a waste of, well, not a waste of time because you're here with me. Or who's the worst at the tie? Darkon, you look great, though. You hit the gym, though, Darkon. The difference is with you, Darkon, you go out every day. You go and get a tan. You're lifting weights. You don't look how old you might be. I say, what are you, 32, Darkon? You don't look your age. Darkon, you stayed good. Dude kept trying to get in my locker room doing showdown, talking about his show. Yeah, I mean, well, look, the good news was that Showdown was very successful. And the good news was that AWL has gone through leaps and bounds. And the good news is that AWL is definitely the place to be. Darkon is the worst signing I've seen RWW. But wait a minute. I have to disagree on this because, I mean, how long was the Alex Cross Jack Delta match? Anybody tell me? What was that like? Was that longer than Nicholas Crenson, Anthony Steele? I mean, Kron, you were there at Summer Bash. What was a longer match? Steele and Crenson or Delta and Cross? Kron, tell me who that might be. So obviously, people are waiting here and waiting, and I'm really waiting. And until then, hit me up with that. And certainly, we're here. If you haven't yet, go support Sportswire. Obviously, don't remember Cross. Well, Cross was on tonight on Face Off, and he wrestled Jack Delta in an open challenge, and it was like literally, I think, as long as the match between Crenson and Steele. I'm sure there's other matches we could throw out there. Okay, so I've received word that the guest should be here in a matter of minutes. So finally, I've been received word this will be a matter of minutes. So thank you. I appreciate this. The guest has given me notification. Cross who? Is it Roger Cross, a TBW announcer? Is it Roger Cross, right? Troy Scott and Roger Cross, but I think DG would kill me for mentioning that. Okay, so 5 minutes. Good news, we've got 5 minutes. So Does anybody want to make fun of me for the next 5 minutes? The guest is about to be revealed. Thank you, Joseph Tibbs. Thank you so much, Joseph Tibbs, for finally somebody backs me up. Joseph Tibbs can always count on the resurrection guys to take care of me. Who is the guest? We'll find out. I don't even know who the guest is. Who's in the finals for the Prestige Child? That's right, old F fill in the blanks. The damn T Public ad was longer. The T Public ad was like, that was the equivalent of Brett and Shawn the Iron Man match compared to the Cross and Delta match, if we're really going that far. I think when I was Mid Dragon, my longest match was a 20-minute no mas match. Yeah. Yeah, Cross got destroyed, and literally, I think it was like long. I think it might have been, I don't know if it was longer than Steel and Crenton. It's Remington. Oh, Remington Striker is not coming back on this platform. Ox, you work with him, but I'm not going there with Remington Striker. His own T-shirt. I can't believe that there is an Alex Cross. Well, I'd love to know for the audience. Does anybody know anybody that owns an Alex Cross shirt or a Jacob Collins shirt? I would love to know. Serious question for the audience. If this was a dud announcement, this was not good. Well, DG, you can't listen. I know this could be the moment to retire me from this platform, but this won't be. I can assure you, this is not my fault. I was told because I don't even know this announcement. I don't even know who it is. So the fact I'm like everybody else, I was just told to be here. So it's going to be short, sweet, and to the point, but it's going to be a big announcement. Oh God, is it someone from really poppy wrestling? Now, what is really poppy wrestling? Is there any like pop wrestling companies? No, not really. Docs likes it. Steal 7 seconds. Now, it's not my fault. This one is not my fault. I can tell you, there's a lot of things. You listen. When I get to 1,000 subs, just go roast me then. Also, I think that people use that for toilet paper. But would that be more useful than toilet paper or less useful than toilet paper? Just wondering. You got the thumbnail shot, and the editors don't even use for it. For shame, Alex Cross did compete in the match tonight. Hello there, Mr. Delta, the outsider, Jack Delta. By the way, Jack Delta, did you hear the news tonight that Ace Reed is traveling from Australia to the United States, and he wants to wrestle you? He apparently is coming in, and he's told me where he's going to travel to, and it looks like he might want to meet you. You're not to blame, Tom. You're a sweet boy. Well, somebody out there, is there a lady out there that would like to make me their sweet boy? I mean, if somebody out there is in the chat, let me know if there's a lady that might want to. But I'm here every night. But if there's somebody that wants to come out there and wants to do that, I mean, I obviously am available when I'm not on Sportswire, which really isn't often. No, it's not that. No. 2 O's, that was poop. Okay, pause on the double sweet boy. What's up, Delta? Have you ever wanted to do an interview with Stryker from ETW? Well, I would say no comment on that, but I can tell you that you'll see something. He's not the announcement, but you can see something with that very soon. It's the mayor of Flavortown. The mayor of Flavortown. No, he doesn't quite have my money. I'll put the clip on Instagram when we're off the air, but basically he got enough money gobbled up that he's traveling to the U.S. Now, all these 3-second, 7-second wrestling matches sounds familiar. Bombastic side eye. 2K subs. I don't have, believe it or not, I don't have Tinder. So the reason I don't have Tinder because I'm here every night, but no, I don't have Tinder. But 2,000 subs. I'll tell you what, if I get to 2,000 subs, let me think. 2,000 subs. I think donating it to a charity of your sort. So, like, I really think, because I'm not going to get to 10,000 anytime soon. So, I think, like, if somebody has a charity, if they're doing something for, like, an event, like, I think that would be good. I really like to help those that would be, like, less fortunate. Maybe I'll even go and say, you get me to 2,000 subs, and maybe I'll let people guest host for a week on Sportswire. What do you say to that? So if you're out there right now, right? So while we wait for this guest, if I were to tell you that you get me to 2,000 subs, I don't know how long I'll get there, and I'm like, what, 800 plus? Somebody can tell me my number. But if I get to 2,000 subs, I'll let people guest host on Sportswire every night. And I'll sit in the backstage. Maybe I'll pop in. But how would you like that? So if I get to 2,000 subs, would you like to see guest host every night on Sportswire when I reach the 2,000 subs? If you like the idea, we'll do it. And I'll donate to a charity. If it's $100, $150, I want to do something that's like would help somebody out there. I think to me, that would be the way to go. I like to give back to people. Yes, thank you, Ox. I appreciate that you took time out of not being a ultra violent deathmatch killer to do that. And also say hello to my friend Angie for me, Ox. The lovely Angie out there who's on X Murder Maven X. She's definitely somebody that we need to get on this platform. But different conversation for different time. We did make a wish 2 days ago. Craven Rage was here. What are you talking about? No, this show will never be over because I'm the Vince McMahon of this circuit. So that'll never happen. So I can promise you that now what they can do is they can come on every show and watch. They can come on here and they can basically sit here and they can come on the show each night. But heard about Delta and LaFlame's travel story, and I said, F it, it's only a 21-hour flight. Remind me when LaFlame did the 21-hour flight. Was that to NEW? Let me get some more comments. Jason Storm was very happy he got to meet the Avengers. Jason Storm is here on Sportswire very soon, so I would say you might get to tell him that in person. Tinder is garbage. Nobody needs to hook up back. Use your charisma. Be intrigued by your date. Thank you very much for the kind words. If Tom gets to 200K, 2,000K, I'm going to send him a note. Ooh, follow us for being the tribal. That would be funny. I think that'd be curious. I could not imagine a 21-hour flight. That would be the end of old Delta. I don't even know if I could do like a 3-hour flight without the NDAs, hopefully. Thank you very much. No, I meant in terms of like starting the scene. But yes, I know Vince. To compare myself to Vince would be, obviously the death knell. But maybe Soda Wolf will take over. Emoji, if Tom is smart, he'll keep his significant other off the camera and on. Well, right now, the only significant other I have right now is the people who are watching and listening to this. So right now, at the moment, there isn't anybody. But, obviously, hello, lovely Paige Palazzolo, if she's out there. But, I doubt that's going to go anywhere. But we're live. You're the Triple H, not Vince. I'll take that. I'll take Stephanie, too. Well, it's a different country for a different time. And Hillbilly Tilly, thank you for tuning in. Hey, I know Andy. She's an awesome human, easy on the other. I'll tell you what, Ox. I'll tell you what. You get me to 2,000 subs. Now, that's somebody that I would definitely think that I'll pass the baton to Angie on Sportswire. So, Ox, I'll tell you what. You want to certainly, go the extra mile. You want to get me to 2,000 subs. You can bring her onto this platform. I can promise you that'll be something that, I think will go very, very well and very easy on the eyes. I couldn't agree with you. Yeah, no ladies on cam. I have a steal your girl problem. Well, you know what? Why not? You could be, the Magic Johnson, steal the ball and, put it in the basket. And that's how you do it, right? It's all Xavier Thorne is not going to be. I can promise you that Xavier Thorne is not the one that's going to be here. Yeah, I was told 5 minutes and Joseph Tibbs confirmed it for me. Skulls can't come back to Sportswire for a while. He can come back, but not at this moment. Can we get more Tom monologues? Well, what do you want to hear while we wait for the guest? Oh God, don't want the wrestling Casanovas trying to talk their way into their trousers. Well, right now at the moment, I'm not doing anything. But if there is, Angie, I think Ox, Angie would definitely be one that I'll definitely say sign and seal. We'll sign the platform over. But did I tell you everybody that actually somebody wants to buy Sportswire? Maybe that's the way I should retire. Do you guys want me to pass the reins and sell the platform to somebody else? But I think you guys want me to get to 1,000 subs. I'm not selling. Don't worry about it. What monologues do you want? My dance moves would do. Well, I've seen you dancing in ROW TV. What about those khaki shorts you had on? Do you own those khaki shorts on the dance floor? Do you own those things here? And yeah, I'm waiting and waiting for this announcement. Trust me, I've talked longer than I was supposed to talk. I want to hear you a rendition of Loose. I'll tell you what. I'll actually make a better deal with you on that. So you want me to do a rendition of Loose Cannon's rap? I'll do it at 1,500. I'll actually make your day, Jack Delta. I will do it at 1,500 subs. I will definitely do it at 1,500. So 2,000, let's not have to wait. You get me to 1,500. I don't know when I'll get to 15, but if you get me to 1,500 subs, I'll do Loose Cannon's rap for you. All right? That a deal for the audience? That a deal? If I were to sell how much, here's my answer. You know what I'm going to sell it for? You ready? 0. You know why? Because I don't need the money. And I want to be here with you, the people. So, unfortunately, for now, I'm not selling. But what's your thoughts on SummerSlam? I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. And I think it's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to Punk and Drew. I'm looking forward to Nia and Bailey. I'm looking forward to this Rhea Liv storyline. I'm looking forward to Cody and the Bloodline. There's a lot of great things that I'm excited about. We should play Delta's favorite song. I can only play the ones that are not copyrighted. So I can't play a copyright on the air because I could get restricted off that. Yeah, I'm agree. 1500. I'll do it at 1500. C2K. My voice is not too good tonight, but I'll tell you what. I'll do the C2K singing impression at 1,000 subs. We'll do that at 1,000. I'm almost not too. I'm not. I have no problem with it. I have a feeling Delta is a Wiggles fan. Are the Wiggles still such a thing? 22 people here at 1:30 in the morning to see Silver Wolf looking. Is honestly, I want to go eat, but I mean, I'm apparently waiting. That's a deal 508. Yeah, 1,500. I do the loose cannon song. 1,000. I'll do the C2K impression. 21. SummerSlam is next Saturday, 3:28 p.m. your time. The good guy gossip. That's up to CJ. Is that one? Copyrighted? I don't know. Okay, so that's that. I'm waiting here for more comments. What do I got there? Yeah, I don't know if it's copyrighted. It's 3:20 in Australia, 14 hours ahead in Australia, right? Anywhere? Yes, the guest was supposed to be here in 5 minutes, and that was 10 minutes ago. So I'll tell you what, this is what we're going to do for the guest. I'm going to give the guest 15 minutes. The guest has 15 minutes to get here on Sportswire. So if the guest is here in 15 minutes, we'll be here still. So because the guest has told me over and over and over. So you're really making me wait. So I'm really now like I have to eventually move on with my life. I said any word from your guest. What? The guest was supposed to have been here, but I'm giving the guest 15 more minutes. Thank you. Unfortunately, I got the wrong shirt. I don't have the outsider on, but I bought this after you won the title. He's terrified. Too many killers in the chat. No, that would be when Silver Wolf comes on. Countdown. Tom is being way too generous. Well, what else is new? CJ is talking. What? What? It took less than 15. Yeah, I'm giving them at the 115 mark. So when it's one, oh, wait a minute. I got it, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the person here. So let me, before I get to the person here, finally the wrestling gods have smiled. So let me get to the comments here. ADT fears James Taylor. I don't think ADT fears James Taylor. If this dude doesn't show up, I'm going to go bully mode. I'll whip your ass. I got the person here. It's one thing if they tell something happened. We got him here. Guest is getting ready. Hopping on now. Yes, the guest is going to be here. We're waiting for the guest. The guest is arrived. Their picture has arrived or their background. The guest will be here in anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes. So just recap here. We have a guest here that's supposed to be here in about 2 minutes. So if you're out here, my name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. I first of all want to say thank you so much for tuning in here on Sportswire Radio. I promise you this is worth the wait. If you are out there on YouTube, please hit the sub button for me. I am trying to get 1,000 subs. And with 1,000 subs, what I wind up getting is I get a tattoo, but you also get to take over the platform. You can roast me all night. Anybody's open the entire evening. If I get to 1,500 subs, I am doing the Loose Cannon rap song impression on air live. So help me get to 1,500 and 2,000 subs. I will donate money to a charity that everybody agrees upon. I will also, what was going to do with 2,000 subs? 2,000 subs, we're going to do a bunch of other things with 2,000 subs. That's a while away from now. But 1,500 subs, we're doing Loose Cannon. 1,000, we'll do the C2K rap. And he's dead. He can't be here. He's dead. And Soft Ground Wrestling. Benoit is dead. He's not retired. It's going to be one of the guys. So I want to get the word from the person in the backstage. Can I bring the person on now? And let's see here. So let me get the point. It's a bet of WWW. So let's see here. Let's see. I think I have received word. I'm just waiting here for a matter of minutes. Okay, so I've received the word. And let's see. Hold on 1 second. So also, before I get to that, I could handle a thing. Rude Boys. Isn't that a song? Was it Rude Boys or Rude Boys is an R&B group? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I've been told I have received word that the guest has arrived. And this had better be good because I don't even know what I'm looking at. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're not the guest.
Hi, Tom. How you doing, buddy?
I've been warming this up for an hour and 4 minutes. You were here Wednesday. What is the guest here? What are we going with? Is it Silverwolf?
No. The guest is me.
No. You're not the guest. You were here every night. You always say, "Lick me, please." You were in the Hall of Fame. Who's
but
the guest?
the guest is me.
Yeah, but you're here every. You're here. You were here twice.
Hold on. Well, my bad. Hold on. Let me. I think you might be in the car. Give me a second.
Okay, all right. So it better be good. I'm really expecting something big here. So this better be good. Because I think we've all been waiting for an hour. Wait a minute. Do I know you? You just called me out on Instagram saying you were starting a podcast. You live in the state of Connecticut. You wrestle in TF Crew. You wrestle in All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Tournament. You wrestle in the UWF. I've seen you wrestle Grem. Somebody wanted Grem. I've seen you wrestle in all these different places. You're a streamer. You're a hardcore aficionado. You've been training under Paul Roma and Mario Mancini. And what brings you to the state of Tennessee? Your name is Gabe Sayers. And what is going on here? And what brings you here in a different state? Because you live near me, not over there.
Yeah, I'm from Connecticut, and so I looked on the Google Maps and it was like Tennessee, 16 hours. So I just started walking, man. It's been a couple days. I'm tired.
Wow, some journey. I give you a lot of credit. People thought I walked.
Yeah, right. I was like, man, let's just take a little walk. My grandma used to live in Tennessee. I was like, let's take a little yander, and then I heard a little birdie, and that little birdie mentioned a little rumble, and I was like, well, rumbles need surprises, right? Well, I ain't spoiling no surprise. I'm not saying I'm showing up to any rumble in specific. I'm just saying I am here in the great state of Tennessee. I have not been in Tennessee in over a decade, and I'm here in the great state of Tennessee at a great person's crib right now. And I just got to say that, it's an honor, man. From Connecticut to Tennessee on Sportswire, we're doing work. This is why.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, people were like, I have a lot of people waiting for this, and I think people are kind of surprised and shocked. I mean, this is one that I don't think anybody saw coming. I certainly didn't think so. I know DG Cole said it isn't worth 130. I think it is because you live in the state of Connecticut and you're in Tennessee, and
I think someone's knocking. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, Tom? Somebody's knocking.
Well, somebody wants to beat me up. I mean, they can certainly do that. For this point.
I would assume so.
Wait a minute. Do I hear something else? What is that?
I don't know if you recognize that individual right here.
But
yeah, he's here every night.
Look. The thing about it was I saw him walking. I offered him a ride.
Right.
I gave him something to eat.
Taco Bell.
You gotta respect your guests. You gotta respect your guests.
Unlike those that might be in the state of Indiana, huh?
Yeah. So
let's not go there, right?
But my thing now on Sportswire is how can I break the internet? And I broke that.
Yeah, because people are waiting. How are you breaking the? Yes, Gabe is here. People are happy, but how are you breaking the internet?
Everyone, because when I showed up with Resurrection the first time,
yes,
everyone was like, it's something that no one ever thought would happen. Now we got Gabe Sayers and Anthony Steele, and then tomorrow we're going to see Anthony Steele with the TBW crew. So what? Yes. Like obviously Anthony Steele is making moves better than anyone ever can. Because my name ain't Aaron Blaze, my name ain't Jack Delta, my name is the real deal, Anthony fucking Steele, and I promise you, I'm gonna continue to break the internet. I'm gonna break everybody's fucking mind wide open because there's more to come. See, Gabe Sayers, hot name, fresh hot talent straight from Connecticut. It's been to GTS, been to Pro Wrestling Venom, and many fucking more. And trust me,
UWF, TF Crew, NEW. I mean, he's a streamer. He's been all over the place. He's got a podcast. He's been training under Mario Mancini and Paul Roma. Not too bad.
I need to get on your podcast.
Facts, but we just announced that today. We just dropped that today. Like that's work, bro. That's work. Like we listen.
I do work every night. I've been live for 3+ hours actually. So.
Oh yeah, listen, Tom, you're an inspiration. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know about that. I think
I can't put some. That's why I had to shout you out in the comments. I was like, you know what I mean? You got to put your inspiration in the comment.
Well, well, if you want to take over Sportswire, if this is the announcement, I'll tell you what. If this is the announcement, I know you want to start a podcast, but people have been wondering who's going to now take over Sportswire. Ace Reed said he's not doing it. Ashley from Indiana said she's not doing it. CJ Black is not doing it. If you want to now come on here to announce to the world that you're going to take over Sportswire, I can safely retire. It's in good hands. I think that'll be the announcement. People will be very happy. And Gabe, you're more than welcome. It's for me to pass the baton. I don't even need to get to 1,000 subs. You don't have to roast me anymore. 1,500 subs, no loose cannon rap. It's all yours, Gabe. You can have it, have everything on me. You don't have to pay a single cent. You get all of it, and I can go on and I'll retire and die in peace. It's all yours, Gabe. Congratulations.
Tom, I can't do that. I can't do the intros like you. I can't grow out the mutton chops. My little face pubes don't grow that long.
You're on GPS. You're in front of like 20,000 people a week, so that's why you don't have to grow it. That's why Grim probably has strict facial orders.
That's fair. Listen, to piggyback off of what Anthony Steele was saying previously.
Yes.
You know, talk about underground wrestling. You talk about this underground wrestling scene. You talk about big names within the scene. I'm not even going to name drop because they don't even deserve me to name drop right now. But you talk about big names in the underground scene right now. But respectfully, who brought Gabe to the South first, bro? Bro, not to put over Anthony Steele, but who brought Gabe to the South first? Listen, like you could talk about all the traveling in the underground scene. This man took me from straight up Yankeeville, straight up Crackertown in Connecticut, and he brought me down south. He brought me. No wrestler, no company has been able to bring me down south until now. So talk about the underground scene. Talk about who's doing the most. Talk about who's breaking the internet. Talk about who's breaking the fourth wall. I'm just saying it's the real deal. Gabe Sayers with Anthony Steele. What can I say? What else can you say about that?
I tell you what I can see is that I want people to go watch the Revenge Rumble coming up here on Twitch, which I believe it'll be 5 p.m. Central Time, where you guys are 6 p.m. my time. That's going to be on Twitch at Resurrection Pro Wrestling. Check them out. Gabe Sayers is going to be there, and Gabe Sayers is also going to be a part of another different place, the All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Tournament coming up. He'll be wrestling against Rob O'Malley. It'll be August 24th, I'm sure, at a different place and a different time. We'll get Gabe's thoughts on that. We'll also have Gabe appearing at great places like UWF. They had some great shows recently. We're also seeing TF Crew putting on a show in Amsterdam. We saw Eddie Exile talk about that against Rob O'Malley. Mm-hmm. We're also going to see Gabe and other great places. Pro Wrestling Venom. Pro Wrestling Venom has a show on also August 24th or 25th, I believe, as a matter of fact. And GTS, check it out every week. And definitely, we'll get to that. I do have some comments before I let you guys move on, because I know it's late. You guys want to travel. And also, DG liked the handshake. He did like the handshake.
Hey, bro.
Also, perhaps we'll see Gabe in the Ultra Violent Cup tournament, which is taking place next year, Summer Bash 3 in the PLA Community Center. Yes. Yes, that's that. And Gabe, I don't think you're quite from the suburbs of Connecticut, actually. I don't think
Tom, you know Connecticut, so yeah, I grew up in Bridgeport.
Yeah, you're not in the suburbs. Now, I will say this, Ox. My uncle is the one that lived in the suburbs. He lived in the same zip code as... My uncle was the one that lived in the suburb of, well, let's say right near some guy that would know the McMahon family, in fact. So I can tell you where Gabe is, and he's definitely not in the suburbs. My uncle, though, on the other hand, well, I actually lived in his house, was in the suburbs. So that's definitely true. But thank you. I appreciate that. And Steele, you'll always be. I don't know what that is. I don't know who that is.
Hey, Cody, that's why you got kicked out of my car. Calm down.
Oh!
I think that's the gist of it. I think people got the announcement.
I do want to say something. So you are in town. I think I could pull some strings and get you in the Revenge Rumble.
Really? Okay.
Okay. Because there's a dude that both of us kind of like, in one way or another, going to have beef with by the name of Mac 10.
My boss told me not to like
landlord of Sportzwire. Mac
10's going to be in the Revenge Rumble.
Mac, I didn't authorize this.
So, I mean, if I could pull some strings, I can get a hold of Steven real quick and see if him and the board of directors are willing to add another competitor into the Revenge Rumble.
I mean, Jimmy Controversy. I told Jimmy, because Jimmy's my boss at Pro Wrestling Venom. Say what you want about Jimmy Controversy, but he is my boss, so I do have to. Jimmy said, listen, I want one thing. I want you to hurt Mac 10. And Mac 10's going to be in this Rumble?
Mac 10's going to be in the Rumble.
I think we got to pull some strings. For Jimmy, for my boss, I think I'm going to have to hurt Mac 10.
Once we're off Sportswire, I'll call up Steven, the best GM of Resurrection, and I'll pull some strings. I'll get you in there, man.
I like that, bro. I'll go in 1, 2, 3. I can't even count past that. I don't know what number comes next, but I'll go in. Right. As long as I can find me a Mac 10, I'm in.
No, listen, I don't agree, DG. We still have 32 people watching. I think people they saw the announcement. We also had Ace Reed announcing he's coming to America from Australia. So people have been hit with a lot. By the way, Gabe, do you want to meet Atomic Titan? Apparently, he's going to be there. Apparently,
it's the Atomic Mark.
The Atomic Mark's coming?
I think
no, he's my hardcore king. You leave.
He's the hardcore cuck. You're right. He loves watching his girl get fucked. The hardcore cuck. That's my guy. Oh shit. Yo, you use ketchup or you actually take the razor blade? I'm just wondering, that's just
I think it's art, artwork, but it's art colors. But
the one thing I want to talk about Atomic Titan is like his profile picture.
Mm.
He wanted to post up the kitty version of Finn Balor. You know, he went to the local fair and got someone to do it for free.
Like the one that draw tigers on the little kid's face.
You know, but it's okay, Titan. You know, the hardcore queen has her moments, so it'll be all right.
And also, I say, Aaron Blaze wanted to say hello to you, Aaron Blaze from the great state of Pennsylvania. You guys are neighbors practically.
See, the best thing about this weekend is the memories and the matches that are going to take place.
Facts. I can't agree more.
And with the Revenge Rumble, that's my time to get my revenge. Because I hope they gave me the best number and put me in the middle of that ring with Ronnie Brady. Because once I get my hands on that pencil dick fucking Ronnie Brady, I'm going to beat the ever-living shit out of him.
If I had the bleep button, I would use it, and maybe I will be getting the bleep button soon. Somebody suggested that to me, but yes, you're going after Ronnie. Good old
Ronnie Brady.
My friend Ronnie Brady.
Underhand tactics.
My good friend Ronnie Brady.
Now, this is a Rumble. He can't pull no underhand tactics. So my mission is to bring you in, fuck up Mac 10. But also wait for Ronnie Brady to come in so I can fuck up Ronnie Brady.
You're going after the people that happen to be regulars here. I mean, boy,
I'm
really don't
going after the people that have disgraced the art of professional wrestling, because those two people don't know what professional wrestling is. They're supposed to be in the business.
He will not be there.
Actually, I probably won't be there, but Joshua Allen and a few others. You will be missed, kind of.
Stop it.
Ronnie Brady is the number one, pick poster boy for how to cheat in wrestling. This man doesn't know what a clean victory is anymore. I think when Spade knocked his head loose, he kind of lost a couple marbles up there. And, he went back to when he was a backyarder, thinking that he can use anything and everything to his advantage. But when the Rumble happens, homie, there's only one way to get me out, and I promise you ain't big enough to eliminate me from this Rumble.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a rather interesting tag team here. I want to say hello to Yoshi Matsuda, all the way from Australia. Gabe and Steele make a deadly combination, and also Mr. Matsuda is coming back from. He's a 16-time world champion, one of the greatest all-time in Australia. Also, a very well-known rapper. He is a good man. He does a lot of great things. He's very massive.
Australia.
That's what I'm saying. Looks like we're going to Australia.
From Australia to see you guys, actually, and he speaks facts. Titans is busy sitting in the cuck chair. What is a cuck chair?
We started with that one now.
That's my boy Bryn. Always much love.
I love Bryn. I think Bryn's happy now. The surprise announcement constipated.
No shit have constipated you. You old as hell. My God, eat your prunes, old man.
Hey, look.
Does anybody still have
juice? That juice is what's gonna help you.
If you were in close proximity, I'd be buying you a whiskey if you indulge. Okay, we'll move on from that. Yes, Resurrection is going to be on Twitch. It's 6 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yes, and I also
Tom, I got a question.
You could ask me 100 questions.
Tom, Ronnie Brady. What do you know about Ronnie Brady?
I know a lot about Ronnie Brady. He's the West Memphis kid. I mean, he's
the West Memphis bitch.
He's West Memphis.
I got something in the mail like 2 weeks ago. That's why I don't just hold money to hold money. It was just a mail with a whole lot of money in it. Well, it said RB on it.
It's not mine.
RB. That was the initials on it.
RB. It's Ronnie Brady. I would think so, right?
You think so?
Because I don't have an R in my middle initial.
That's. So. I mean, maybe Reverend Bryce. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
unfortunately,
it's the Rev.
The Rev sending me money. I appreciate it.
To clear this for the audience, payolas are illegal in the radio world. So I can tell you from my vantage point, payolas are illegal. And I already just went on a sermon that if I get to 2,000 subs on YouTube, I would be donating money to a charity of somebody's choice, mutually agreed upon by everybody out there. So I actually want to say that were, well, no, I already did Make-A-Wish. Craven Rage.
No, you got to do Make-A-Wish. That way we can help Ronnie Brady out.
Tuesday. That was Make-A-Wish 2 days ago. Come on, seriously.
You got to do it for Ronnie Brady and Mac 10. They got wishes.
I want to do it for a
they wish to be big. Community. They wish to be Anthony Steele and Gabe Sayers.
Gabe Sayers, listen. Did I not listen? No. Before we go, Gabe, I did donate a ticket to Death Row. I know I donated a ticket to the last show.
He did. I can vouch. He did buy a ticket to Death Row.
So I will donate again. So I always make sure to check out my people and support them. So, and I just shared the link. So no, I can confirm 100% because I did say it on the air on Tuesday's show. What you get from me on the air is off the air. I went on a sermon about that. I said it when Chris Craven was here. So that money, if Ronnie Brady came up with his, bar mitzvah money and came up with his life savings to give it to you, that's on Ronnie Brady. I can tell you my money has been hard earned and saved, and I donate my money to the charity and to the wrestling shows so they can go out and be support and merchandise, by the way. So let me get to more comments because I'm losing a voice right now.
I love comments.
3+ hours on the air. These boys firing shots. Yes, they are very iconic. And
we're very iconic. I think we are very iconic, right? Like I think we're pretty iconic.
What do I got? 5 years on you? I don't know how old you are, CJ.
Yeah, CJ Black. I don't know how old your old ass is.
We understand you're old, CJ. That's why
everyone knows what a cuck chair. I don't know what a cuck chair is, and I'm going to say that I still have little kids watching Sportswire still, so I'm going to tell them go like this. When I was a kid, my parents would always say go like this. I should still do that to this day, and maybe that's why I wouldn't look the way I look. You can send me the money. Yes, I will send you. Oh, he wants you to send the money for. If you don't want Ronnie's money, send it to Hillbilly to the AWL.
No, we got strip clubs out here. We
good, bro.
Is there anything else you guys want to share to the audience before I let you guys, go out and party like it's 2024 all over again? I don't know, whatever else they call it at this point.
We partying in Memphis. There's a lot of fentanyl. I think you're used to that in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
when I go to
we ain't about all that.
You go to UWF. We went to Kensington, the little fentanyl.
That was a nice place, by the way. And I want to give a big shout to the UWF guys. They follow me now on Instagram. They seem to they like what I'm doing. Yes, they seem to be friends.
They don't like me so much over there. I went to UWF on their Kensington Palace debut show.
I'm aware. I saw on Instagram. I did watch. I watched a lot of it on Instagram.
I pointed to a large woman in the crowd, and I told her to get a family tree because her mommy and daddy are related.
I did see that, and I didn't want to comment on that because I did want to not get in the middle of that because Lord knows I've got enough problems on this platform every day between getting in the middle of mediating things. But I did see that. But I will certainly hope to see you there more often. And Cameron Cage said something to do with the Rumble, and he obviously got his interest. And well, the Indies is right now because Anthony Steele and Gabe Sayers, they're the new thing. Damn, some ageist out there. So what if we're old? I don't think Dark Khan's old. I don't know about Dark
Khan. You're old but cool. Like you make old but cool.
He's cool. All right. If he says he's cool,
I think James Taylor is old and cool also. He's my
no, I think he's just old.
He's my old. I love James Taylor out there.
My best description of James Taylor is like the old man on the porch drinking a beer, like you're on my lawn. That's James Taylor.
Sounds like most of the people that are. Most of the people I know in Staten Island and Brooklyn.
James, if you're listening, if you're watching, I know you are because you ain't got nothing better to do with your life.
Stop that. Videos. That's not nice. You don't talk to my supporters like that. My people stayed here all night for this.
James, while me and Gabe are going to have fun at the Rumble, because I am going to pull strings, you can watch live on Twitch. You can even donate. Donate your TikTok money to us, man.
Send your bits. Send bits on Twitch.
Like we love the hospitality. I show great hospitality to Gabe.
I can talk about
that. I could see that. You're certainly a lot more hospital than certainly the guy in Indiana.
It'd be okay. I mean, we know you've been sitting at home for the past 7-8 months.
I know you guys want to get to it, and a million years old. I think in his country, that's the old man contest reference in his country, in Australia and Japan. He wrestles in Japan also, by the way. Big shout out to Mr. I'm not old. I'm a good guy. He's a great guy. He's a good man.
If you're a good guy, then I'm Donald Trump.
He's a great man. He's a cat man. He's a cat father. He's a TikToker. He's the real.
Is that really him in his profile picture?
Oh, that's AI generated.
He's the real. He's the real Stone Cold. He's my rattlesnake.
Artificial intelligence.
Oh, did you just say he's the real Stone Cold? homie. He has Stone Cold don't have hair, and he still looks better than James Taylor.
James Taylor is my
Did you see the shape that he was at WrestleMania 38? I mean, James Taylor only wishes he could be in that good of ring shape.
And I want to say hello to my friend Justin Abelstein, who's, by the way, coming back to Sportswire very soon, by the way.
Justin Abelstein, that's my boy.
Star Clash 6, by the way. I'm looking forward to him and Zero. What was that plane ticket for? Good evening, gentlemen. Good morning, gentlemen, for some people. Yes, and
I like Justin Abelstein. I love Justin.
Why didn't you give Justin Abelstein the plane ticket also? You could have fitted Justin Abelstein on the plane.
Justin Abelstein, a big dude. I don't know about that. He actually, I didn't. He just like not like big like no. I mean like he like built. You know what I mean? He's tall. Like Justin.
He's tall. He's tall, by the way. I was speaking to him on Instagram. We had a tall conversation on Instagram the other day. By the way, my friend Dimitri Green from the great state of Nashville, Tennessee, the PWF Mid South, the other PWF. I own the other portion with Soldier and Omen. He owns the other portion with Tristan Taylor. He wants to say hi to you guys. They're obviously scouting, saying hi. Yes, good.
Hey, Nashville ain't that far. That's only 3.5 hours. So
I'll connect you. Don't you worry about it. I'll connect you. We're in a group chat already.
Well, he's old.
Okay.
What?
And
he can't even hear us.
That's why your cat can't even get over like Stone Cold's cat.
I'm the youngest. I'm really 12. I'm the real Tarzan.
And in cat years, we understand.
I'll move on from that. Anything else you guys want to say? Because I think the people got the surprise, and I want the people to watch you guys at Resurrection.
We just want to say thank you for the opportunity. We love you, Tom. We love coming on the Sportswire. Thank you to all the people that actually showed up. For the other ones that didn't want to show up. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do with your lives anyway.
The announcement was you guys were going to both take over Sportswire because I know you guys are going to be here.
SFS. The Sayers Steel Sportswire.
Sayers Steel Sportswire.
I'll tell you what. Listen, a couple things. All right, so here's I'm going to recap my answer. 1,000 subs. We're going to roast me like Tom Brady. You're a New England guy. You'll enjoy it. Everybody's welcome to come on throughout the evening, roast me. I'll do the C2K impression for the rap song. I'll get the tattoo. We'll talk about that in a different show. 1,500 subs. I'm doing the loose cannon rap. I got that in. 2,000. This is the announcement. 2,000 subs. Get me to 2,000. Gabe's got there. I'll get there one day. I'll crawl to it if I have to. Gabe's got more muscles than me. Yes, I know that. But 2,000 subs. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with 2,000 subs. I got a lot of people here still. 2,000 subs. I'm going to let for one whole week. I'm going to let anybody and everybody that's within the perimeters to guest host on Sportswire every night. So you're going to get 7 nights. So you get to 2,000. I'm really putting it out there, and I'm donating to a charity of the people's choice, mutually agreed upon. No. So it's not going to go to Ronnie Brady. It's not going to anybody else's fund. So I'm going to let you get me to 2,000 subs. I will let everybody for 1 week guest host on Sportswire. Yes, I'll sit on the show, but I'll just sit there. I'll be like some guest and go like this. But I'll sit here as a guest. But I'm going to let.
As long as you can look at us in the eye, not sideways like Silver Wolf. But
I'm not. So I don't think you can confuse me. So first of all, I have a lot more hair.
We understand. You got a full head of hair, not a bald patch. Both of your eyes completely work. You can actually.
I would think they would.
You can actually talk.
I think I could. I might be able to.
And I bet you can learn wrestling faster than Silver Wolf too. So I mean,
I think Ox McCoy already wants to put me through like barbed wire and like 20,000 tables, and CJ Black wants to like do a good guy gossip show on my show on Sportswire. Let's
CJ Black wants to do Gossip Girls. That's so cute.
Yeah. I like Lively, but she's taken already. She's got 4 kids. Let's move away from that stuff. But the point is that get me to 2,000 subs. You can guest host for a week. And what do you think about ADT? I don't want to ask about ADT. That's the Alliance Wrestling League World Champion. That's you know him?
I'm more interested in Spartan Wrestling. Well,
he's wrestling there though.
I don't know who this dude is.
I mean,
it's late.
I've heard from James.
Brady gives Gabe money means Gabe is going to secretly attack Anthony.
Doesn't mean that. What AI profile picture? Isn't it your bedtime?
That's atomic type AI generated. That's atomic type.
We talked beforehand. We're tight. We're 2 pieces.
I think just
James, you don't understand what 2 pieces in a pod is because I mean,
he ate it.
Look at you. Like
I want to have some pie, by the way, right now. People, I don't think people want to talk to me. They want, listen. Justin Abel's saying, "I want you here when I get to 1,000 subs. I want you to roast me. I want everybody to roast me. 2,000 subs. It's a week full. You get a week full of guests to come on. Yes, sir.
I have a question. What's your favorite pie?
I actually really don't eat pie, to tell you the truth.
Oh well, mine's poontang. So
Family, I knew I'd walk into that, so I was thankfully able to be quick on my feet because, after all, I do have little kids out there that say, I appreciate all you do.
they don't know what that means. It's all right.
Well,
I know
what it means.
They got Discovery Channel, don't they?
I know what it means, and I'm gonna not answer on that. But there's certainly people out there that would get what that is, and I'm sure that there are ladies out there that I would like to maybe potentially have a conversation about that. We're not gonna talk about
3 hours away, man. 3 hours away. Like Nashville ain't that far.
Yes, I am a Mets fan. Yes, growing up in Brooklyn.
Notice how he got skipped. Notice how that was coming right away.
Which one was skipped again? Remind me.
It looks good, doesn't it? Yeah.
I mean,
great. AI, not even you, brother.
Yes, we have Yoshi is right. We have a lot of achievements here on this platform, and it's certainly not mine. It's the guys that come here every night. Zilla's AI generated. Gabe and Steele DMs. We're gonna let them check it. I think it's time to let you guys go. Go and get some rest. Go get ready for whatever you're going to do. Go hit the town. Go do podcasts. I don't know, whatever it is. I need to go because I have to be, unlike you, Gabe, you're going to do a week of some Gabe. I want to say this before I go. Gabe, you're going to obviously take the podcast world by storm. You can still take over Sportswire if you want. I'll tell you this much. When you find out going into this world where you get to have to go on here 3-4 hours a day and go deal with the entire world, I hope, Gabe, that you take over my shoes and you find out real quick and how it is going to be when you become a competitor and overtake me and have the pressure, the pitfalls, the hurdles. They will have one day a Vice. What happened to Tom Bryce? They will have a Vice, like an true Hollywood story, because you're going to see fast, real. You're doing a lot in the wrestling world. You've been a streamer, Gabe. I know you're doing a 24-hour stream. I know you challenged Mikey Anarchy. I know your history. I know your history.
Oh, God.
But the point is that you'll find out why you'll want to take over this platform. And also, let me get to final question.
What size shoe do you wear?
Me, I'm a 10-4E. Size 10-4E. Size 10. Height and width is 10-4E. I'm a size 10 with a 4E in length.
They got letters and shoe.
Yeah.
I'm
so 11 and a half. About 10 and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Thank you.
What size do you wear?
11 and a half.
I haven't. Nobody's asked me.
A little bit more shoe to fill.
My mother took me to the guy to put the shoe thing on. That was like 15, 20 years ago. Thank you. I appreciate that. Blackberry is my favorite. You know what they say: blacker the berry, sweeter the juice.
Hey,
Justin, I can't wait to see you here in 3 weeks.
That's a smart fella right there.
My stomach is turning because I haven't eaten hours, and you guys want to eat and party like it's 2024. Fellas, congratulations. I'll see you guys out there in the Rumble. Gabe, can't wait for you to take over the podcast world by storm. Can't wait for you to be the premier dominant leader in the backyard in the underground wrestling circuit and live streaming. Can't wait for you to take over Sportswire. And I can't wait for you to roast me when I get to 1,000 subs. I can't wait for you at 2,000 subs to be a guest host. And you're the man to take over the platform. I just know it. And Hillbilly Tilly is getting upset. No, obviously, this is me doing my best Sid promo in like 96 on Raw. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Anthony Steele. This is Gabe Sayers. See him in Resurrection Wrestling. See Gabe in UWF, Pro Wrestling Venom, GTS. You'll see him in TF Crew, his own company, September 21st. You'll see him in the NEW All Wrestling Matters Hardcore Tournament against Rob O'Malley. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce. I have JB Blank, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, and also Dimitri Green. I'll connect you guys to them later, and I will take care of that. And thank you so much, everybody. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one global radio, that is Sportswire Radio, where all